Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Muzamil Irfan bin Mazil. My matric number is 2022646878. This is my group member Ashraf, Akid, Haizi, Balkis and Nadia. So today our group is going to be working on a project sustainable transport and infrastructure and improve environmental and water management. First thing first, in this project, it is required to develop sustainable highway infrastructure. It refers to created systems and equipment to support the important service requirement for people such as highway, flyover, bridge, tunnels, green infrastructure and drainage systems. This means that the infrastructure is good for many things from beginning to end, such as environment. It is also covering commercial, financial and organizational aspects. Sustainable infrastructure is more efficient and environmentally acceptable, and it is proof that city areas are growing rapidly. However, highway and roads that are sustainable have both positive and negative side impacts on humans and environments. On the positive side, highway offer for movement and passenger transport and products. On the negative side, roads take up too much space and create restriction for animals. They can also have a serious impact on natural water resources and downstream areas.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Ainur Haizi binti Azman. My student number is 2022887832. So I would like to talk about Sustainable Development Goals SDG strategy. Our group has decided to choose 4 SDG, which is Goal 7, Affordable and Clean Energy, Goal 9, Industry, Innovation and Infrastructure, Goal 11, Sustainable Cities and Communities, and also Goal 12, Responsible Consumption and Production. To satisfy Goal 7 of Sustainable Development Goals SDG strategies in this project, we use hydraulic energy for our basin filtration system technology. By using this hydraulic energy, we can save our budget from installing advanced technology that can cost us more. Our hydraulic system begins to function when there is the movement of water, and it will provide us with electricity by making use of kinetic energy and potential energy from currents and waterfalls. Furthermore, after the water flows by this basin filtration system technology, it will become clean water that can be used for our daily life. For industry, innovation and infrastructure, our group has decided to reuse and recycle our materials, such as concrete and stainless steel in our project. We can save our environment from producing more materials that can pollute our environment. So, we have decided not to use new materials for our project. Can't deny that there are more advantages when we use, reuse and recycle material, whether for our earth, environment and for ourselves. In order to achieve this goal, we need to upgrade our materials use so that it will become more eco-friendly for our earth that can be used for a long term ahead. We also can spread new information and financial market around the world that can be used by other peoples. From this project, we can see that by constructing an underground stormwater storage tank can be used to achieve the 11 goals of Sustainable Development Goals SDG. It is required to do many things when we install this underground stormwater storage tank, such as construction of concrete water storage structures, vault and many more. The more complicated things that need to be installed, the more workers' energies that will be needed. This will open opportunities for other peoples who are searching for jobs to support their life. So that people who live in remote regions can develop their own environment and cities. By practicing this 12th goal of Sustainable Development Goals strategies on our project, we can use rain gardens for highways to make the transition towards a greener global economy for our earth. By using this technology in our project, we can save our environment from installing other technologies that can do harm to our environment. Although, we also can manage to keep our goals to do the Go Green concept. The more we plant, the greener the earth. Surely, it does not bring any disadvantages to our environment, but can give many benefits to the earth. All we need to do is plant the native shrub, perennials and flowers along the highways. Rain gardens will collect rainwater running off from roof, driveways, and lawns. There is no need to use other technologies which can pollute the environment.
My name is Ashana Binti Rasmain, and I'm going to explain about 3.1, which is Environmental Management System. The Environmental Management System plays an important role in controlling the amount of rainwater runoff, and in order to manage the rainwater runoff, a rain garden for highways should be installed. A rain garden for highways is a garden of native shrubs, perennials, and flowers planted in a small depression, which is generally formed on a natural slope. It is designed to temporarily hold and soak in rainwater runoff that flows from roofs, driveways, and lawns. Rain gardens are effective in removing up to 90% of nutrients and chemicals and up to 80% of sediments from the rainwater runoff. Compared to a conventional lawn, rain gardens allow for 30% more water to soak into the ground. A rain garden is not a water garden, pond, or a wetland. Conversely, a rain garden is dry most of the time. It typically holds water only during and following a rainfall event. Because rain gardens will dry within 12 until 48 hours, they prevent the breeding of mosquitoes. Every time it rains, water runs off impermeable surfaces such as roofs or driveways, collecting pollutants such as particles of dirt, fertilizer, chemicals, oil, garbage, and bacteria along the way. The pollutant-laden water enters storm drains untreated and flows directly to nearby streams and ponds. The US EPA estimates that pollutants carried by rainwater runoff accounts for 70% of all water pollution. Rain gardens collect rainwater runoff, allowing the water to be filtered by vegetation and percolate into the soil, recharging groundwater aquifers. These processes filter out the pollutants.
Underground stormwater retention accomplish the capture and storage of stormwater collected from surrounding impervious area. Riser pipes of curb cuts lead surface stormwater to subsurface vaults or system of large diameter interconnected storage pipes or chambers. Stored water is then released directly through an outlet pipe back into natural waters at rates designed to reduce peak water flows during storm to mimic pre-development conditions. In some cases, stored water can be allowed to infiltrate to recharge groundwater. Underground stormwater storage provides minimal stormwater quality benefits, but can be a successful segment to a development's overall stormwater management plan when coupled in line with other stormwater BMPs. The addition of pre-treatment features at the system inlet can facilitate improvement to water quality by removing floatables, skimming of oil and grease, and trap some level of sediments through deposition. Pre-treatment is most important if stored water is to be allowed to infiltrate into the soil. Otherwise, rapid clogging of the system could occur. Pre-treatment features can be designed and built into the system, or they are commercially available. Prefabricate units that can be incorporated within the system during initial planning and design.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Akid Daniel bin Muhammad Razmi. I want to talk about stormwater runoff quality. The quality of stormwater runoff, we can refer to the characteristic of water that flow over the land surface during and after a rain event. Do you know this water can pick up pollutant as it flows over land such as oil and grease from roots, fertilizer from lungs and agricultural area, and sediment from construction site. Stormwater runoff quality also can make a big impact on the health of rivers, plants and animals that live in water. So, the most efficient highway infrastructure innovation that can be used to improve the quality of stormwater runoff is basin filtration system technology. How basin filtration system technology works? When stormwater runs off into the basin filtration system technology, the cartridge filter will trap all solid and soluble pollutants. After that, the clean water will be channeled to the underground stormwater storage tank, while trash and debris can be removed with a water hose. Besides that, this technology uses a hydraulic system. When stormwater enter the basin filtration system technology, it will rotate the turbine so that it does not require high expenses to ensure the system works. So it relates with Sustainable Development Goal 7, which is affordable and clean energy. There are many advantages of using basin filtration system technology. First, it's easy to install and operate. Second, not required high expenses. Third, it can maintain water quality efficiently. And it also suitable to be placed on highway because the size is not large. This is design of basin filtration system technology. You can see it has a filter cartridge, durable UV safe copolymer basin, dovetail flash, and it also have a baffle bypass track filterables.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Balkis binti Hamdan. So I would like to talk about ecosystem protection and preservation. Protection and preservation of ecosystem are important for maintaining the balance of the natural world and the health of the planet. To protect and preserve the ecosystem is we have to build drains along the highway using recycled concrete aggregate, RCA, and stainless steel. Recycled concrete aggregate, RCA, also known as crushed concrete aggregate, while stainless steel is an alloy of iron and chromium that are resistant to rusting and corrosion. The primary ingredients of a concrete mixture are cement, aggregates, coarse and fine, water and admixtures, National Ready Mix Concrete and Association, and RMCE. How recycled concrete is produced? First is by crushing recycled from construction and demolition waste such as roads and buildings. Second, begin as old concrete that has been removed from its original source. Third, by crushing and screening equipment is required to break down concrete whether it is contaminated or not in order to produce recycled concrete aggregate. Why recycled aggregate in use? First, it provides low-cost alternative solution to crushing natural raw material. Second, crushed concrete aggregate makes projects more sustainable. And third, it has smaller carbon footprint. There are several advantages of using trim from RCA and stainless steel. First, it was durability, strong and durable material that can withstand a lot of wear and tear. When properly constructed, concrete drains can last for many years without needing to be replaced. Second, watertight, resistant to water penetration, making it an ideal material for drains. Third, it was cost-effective, less expensive than other materials such as metal or clay. And lastly, it was easy to maintain, do not rust and rot like metal or wood drains. That's all from me. Thank you.
In the conclusion, engineers have a significant role in society, using their knowledge and skills to design and build the products, systems, and structures that shape our world. As professionals, engineers have a responsibility to use their expertise ethically and to consider the impacts of their work on society. This includes adhering to codes of ethical conduct, thinking about the safety and well-being of the public, protecting the environment, and acting the integrity and honesty in their professional endeavors. Overall, there are many strategies that can be implemented to support the achievement of the SDGs related to environmental and water management in the context of highway innovation. It is important for governments, business, and individuals to work together to implement the strategies in order to create a more sustainable and equitable future. That's all from us. Thank you.